For a long time on Hypixel Skyblock, Gemstone mining has been the best money making method in the entire game. However, in this video, I'm also going to be taking a look at Mithril mining, and I'm going to be comparing Mithril mining to Gemstone mining and seeing what the pros and cons are to each money making method. And if you want to find out more about this topic, then keep watching. In the comparisons, I'm going to be weighing up a couple of things, and they include things like setup time, how much mining XP you get, and of course, how much money they make. So I don't want to waste any more of your time, so let's jump into the video, shall we? So as you can see from where I am currently standing, we are firstly going to be talking about Mithril mining. Now just to be clear, we're going to be talking about Dwarven Mines Mithril, not Crystal Hollow's Mithril, and I know that exists, but yeah, I'm going to be talking about Dwarven Mines for this video. Additionally, when I'm talking about Dwarven Mines Mithril, I'm going to be specifically talking about this spot right here in the Divan's Gateway, just to show you where that is. For some context, it's up there. Now firstly, I'm just going to go through some advantages when it comes from Mithril mining over Gemstone mining. Firstly, for Dwarven Mines Mithril mining takes absolutely no time to set up. All you need to do is just walk to a Dwarven Mines lobby, just hop lobbies until you get a free spot with the Divan's Gateway spot, and that will take literally like 2 minutes maximum. It really does not take long, trust me. And the great part is, you just get there and you start mining away. There's no waiting around. Additionally, with Dwarven Mines Mithril, you can't really get griefed unless someone goes out of their way to just stand right in front of you and body block you. But if that happens, you can literally just swap lobbies if you wanted to, because it takes so quick to get a lobby. And it's not like Gemstone mining where if someone just bombs your place, then you have to wait around 30 minutes to try and find another lobby again and set it up. For me, that's the biggest advantage of Mithril mining, the fact that the setup time is so limited when compared to Gemstone mining. The second big advantage for me is that Mithril mining gives a lot more mining XP than Gemstone mining. Just keep in mind that Mithril mining makes a lot more mining XP than Gemstone mining, and it's why a lot of people use Mithril mining to level up pets, for instance golden dragons. The third and final advantage for me I see to Mithril mining is that you actually get Mithril powder. Well, obviously. Mithril powder is usually harder to get than Gemstone powder, and this is because most of the powder grinding, it's all done in the Crystal Hollows, and you're going to be doing commissions in the Crystal Hollows, so naturally, most people end up with more Gemstone powder than they do Mithril powder. This is why it can actually be somewhat useful to start mining Mithril, because then you actually just get a decent amount of Mithril powder, and if you Gemstone mine, you're obviously not getting any Mithril powder. That being said, there is a couple of disadvantages. Firstly, I think the most glaringly obvious one is that Gemstone mining, to put it simply, it just makes more money than Mithril mining, no matter how you look at it. Armadillo mining currently makes an absurd amount of money, a lot more than Dwarven Mines Mithril could, and even Ruby or Scaphen mining makes a lot more money than Mithril mining. I'm going to be going more about the money later in the video, so I'm not really going to talk about it too much now. The second disadvantage to what I see about Mithril mining is that it is incredibly boring. You see that guy happily mining his Mithril over there? He looks pretty bored right now because he's just staring at blue blocks. I'm not saying that Gemstone mining is the most fun thing ever, to be honest, because realistically, if you're doing mining, you're doing it for the money, not for the enjoyment. Most players find things like Armadillo mining and Ruby mining generally more active and more enjoyable than Mithril mining. However, that's just completely subjective. And that's it for Mithril mining. Let's hop over to the Crystal Hollows for Gemstone mining. So now we move on to Gemstone mining. Now to be honest, this topic is actually going to be pretty short, because I've covered most of the stuff in Mithril mining and it's pretty much just the opposite. But I'm just going to go through it quickly just to reiterate it. Advantages of Gemstone mining include that Gemstone mining is a lot better than Mithril mining when it comes to money. This is just because of how Pristine works, and overall, Gemstone mining, such as like Dillo, Ruby, Scapher, whatever, it usually on average makes more than Mithril mining. Second thing is that Gemstone mining gives you Gemstone powder, and Gemstone powder is infinitely more useful when you're actually Gemstone mining than Mithril powder is, because it unlocks a lot more perks. Thirdly, in my opinion, Gemstone mining is also more fun because it's more active, but some people prefer like a more chill mining kind of vibe, so yeah, I kind of respect that. Anyways, let's move on to the disadvantages. The first most glaringly obvious one, again, is the fact that it takes a lot of time to set up. Even like Ruby mining takes usually around like 20 to 30 minutes. Personally, if I can only log on like 45 minutes to an hour maximum at a time, because I just have other stuff to do, then personally I just don't think it's that worth it to start spending time setting up a mining location. And especially, I've got quite a lot of problems with my Wi-Fi at the moment, therefore my Wi-Fi often cuts out like every 1 to 2 hours, which means that if I spend 20 minutes setting up a gemstone spot and then I disconnect, yeah, you can imagine how I feel after that. The second major disadvantage of gemstone mining is that you can get grief really easily. If someone just places bob-bombs, or they just come and start mining your gemstone veins, it can get really annoying. So yeah, that's just something that I find really annoying, and I'm sure everyone else finds it really annoying as well. Anyways, that's gemstone mining out of the way. Let's move on to the money tests. So now that we've just gone over the 2 money making methods that come from mining, let's go to the money tests. For this, I just did 15 minutes of mining, both ruby mining and mithril mining, and now we're going to compare how much money we actually made from the 15 minutes that we did. Just to briefly explain what my setup is, I've got Recom Gemstone Gauntlets, full Divan's armor, which is Recom, Jaded, and got perfect Jades and perfect Topaz. And for both tests, I was using a Bowel Pet, however I do know that a Scafer Pet is definitely better when you're doing mithril mining. And my mining stats will be showing on screen right now, and you can imagine that when I'm in the Crystal Hollows and the Magma Fields, all of my mining stats increase by 15%. Additionally, for my Heart of the Mountain, I have around 6 million Mithril Powder and around 4.8 million Gemstone Powder. And I also do have Peak of the Mountain 7. So now that I've gone through my mining stats, we're just going to go through how much money we made from the 15 minutes of mithril mining and gemstone mining. From the mithril mining, we made however many stacks of enchanted mithril this is, and 37 enchanted titanium. And if we sell this on the bazaar, we are earning around 2.4 million coins for the 15 minutes. However, if I was to sell off for all of this, I'd probably be making around 2.5 million coins. So we can say that we made around an hourly rate of around 10 million coins. 10 million an hour, considering there's literally no setup, I'm pretty happy with that. However, moving on to what you've probably been waiting for, here is the results for the gemstone mining. If I were to intersell all of this, I'd be making around 3.9 million coins. However, to NPC sell this, I probably would get a bit more money, so that's around 4 million coins for the 15-minute test that I did, which is 16 million coins per hour. While this is a considerable amount better than mithril mining, I still don't personally believe that it's enough to outweigh the cost of having to set up the ruby route, which takes at least 15 minutes for me. Overall, this video is not meant to be why I absolutely hate gemstone mining and mithril mining so much better. It's not really about that at all. I'm just really trying to educate you on the tests that I found and what I got, and just letting you know what I personally thought, so you can make your own decisions for yourself. Personally, I prefer mithril mining, however, that's just a subjective opinion at the end of the day. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video at all, then I would really appreciate it if you could scroll down and hit that subscribe button, because it really helps on my channel, and yeah, I'd greatly appreciate that. Also, join my Discord, we host lots of giveaways on there, yeah, link in description, very good. And with that, thank you for watching until the end of this video, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.